Hiya. Bet you can't guess where we are. We finally got back to the Scottish Highlands. Well, the rain's gone off a little, but only a little.
It's been pretty constant, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's more like a very heavy drizzle
Yeah.
in typical Scottish fashion. But we've got with us on this one some special guests. We've got me mum and Kai the dog. Kai, come here. Kai-Z. No. Kai's quite shy. Come on, come here. Come here, there we go. Come here. There he is. This is Kai.
Kai's there.
And he's with us on our wet Scottish trip, aren't you? Hey, say hello to... No, never mind. So that's Kai, and there's me mum. Say hello. So we've got a bit of a crew on this one. And yeah, it's quite wet everywhere because of all of the rain.
Forecast to get much better though through the
It
week,
is
so.
drier tomorrow and for the rest of the week, so fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
But yeah,
Let's have the variety.
certainly a bit different to last week.
Yeah.
But yeah, just doing a nice little forest walk. My mum's pointing out this. What have we got here? Oh, this is the gorge, isn't it? Well, we'll get up to this and have a little bit of a shoot of this because this looks pretty crazy. I don't know if you can hear because of the noise, but it is somewhat raging down there. The last time we were here about a year ago, that was just a trickle. Would not want to fall in there. Kai is not liking the noise or the bridge that moves. Good boy, Kines. Yay, well done. Good boy.
Well done.
Well then,
Still raining.
it's still raining.
Pretty much constant for the whole day, hasn't it?
Yeah, heavy mizzle, heavy drizzle kind of thing, but typical Scottish rain.
Yeah.
And we finished up our walk in Sutherlands, which was really nice, wasn't it?
Beautiful,
Really
yeah. I've never
atmospheric.
seen the gorge so full like that. It was
Water
amazing.
was immense, the sound was incredible.
Yeah.
And we've popped ourselves down into Oban for a bit of a mooch around, and
Had a little look around the shops, and I volunteered to be designated driver so that Pete can have a few drams. We were going to go up to the distillery, but they haven't opened the tasting room at the moment, so we've spotted a little place called the Whiskey Vault.
the Whiskey Vaults. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it? So
We're going to head up there.
we're going to head on into the Whiskey Vaults and
Warm up.
yeah, have a few. Well, I'm going to have a few drams, aren't I? So
not? When in Rome.
yeah, we'll catch up on the whiskey side. good morning. We had a nice little quick trip down to the beach in the dark last night to explore a little bit, didn't we? Which was fun. And we've come over today to Loch and Inverawe Smokehouse. We've got the troops in tow. Say hello, Kai. Say hello. Say hello. And we're doing a little walk along the banks of the River Orr, which is very nice, quite noisy but very nice, very fast flowing compared to last time, with the big mountains in the background. Not quite sure what that is, we'll look up the name in a bit, not that I'll be able to pronounce it. And we're going to head on back to Inverawe Smokehouse.
I think this walk, it's a circular one, leads you down to the Loch, some nice views down there. And then go and get some goodies from the smokehouse. The
smoked fish, the smoked salmon and trout is some of the best, isn't it?
Gorgeous.
So yeah, we're going to head on down to the Loch and then up to the smokehouse, I think. Well, we have left Inverawe and Loch behind. Had a lovely little walk, didn't we, around the Loch?
Lovely walk, lovely views. Had some lunch at the smokehouse.
Oh, the smokehouse fish is amazing. Fresher than fresh and
really nice.
Bursting with flavour.
Bought some goodies from the shop to bring home.
And we decided we've come back to the ranch and dropped my mum off for a chill. And we thought we've got this lovely little peak over the road from us, Lora this is. And it's sort of an afternoon walk, isn't it? It's not a particularly high one, but the views from the top are amazing. We did it last year, so we thought we'll hop out and give this a go.
Why not? The weather has really improved. The sun's
just
come out.
Totally changed today.
It's
we
really
were
mild.
Walking around Loch sweating, so shorts have gone on, sunnies have come out, and we're heading on up Lora. And I remember this from last time, the first climb, you probably won't see it on the camera, but this first climb is a bitch. It is super, super steep. And then there's a cool little lookout section about a third to half a way up, where you're looking out over. You can see Oban Airport.
You can see Trolley Bay.
Yeah, Oban Airport's quite amusing. But we'll check back in a bit further up when we've got some views. We're in this lovely wooded area at the moment, dead dense woodland. But yeah, we're staying kind of 100 yards that way. So to have this right on the doorstep is great.
Yeah, it is.
So we'll catch you up a bit further on up. That was a steep little first climb, but brings you out to this little viewpoint, which is pretty spectacular. So over there you can maybe just make out in the distance Oban Airport. It's massive, how it handles millions and millions of flights every year. This is Trolley Bay, or I think Ardmucknish Bay is its proper name, but the locals call it Trolley Bay. And you can see that little stretch of beach just there. That's the stretch of beach we're right next to, so that's how close we are to the start of the walk. And some lovely mountain range in the background. I'm not quite sure where that is, but it's yeah, quite a stunning little view for a first stop off. And that up behind us there is heading on up towards the summit. So we're going to pause here for a bit and admire the views, especially now it's clear and the rain's gone away, and then crack on up towards the summit. So at that point back there, the views over the bay are absolutely brilliant, and considering we're not that high up, it's a very rewarding little climb. And we're just approaching here. You can see behind us that there, I don't know if you can make out the people on it, about there somewhere. That's the little summit plateau. So we've only got about, I don't know, 45 minutes left.
Yeah.
So it's an afternoon walk, but
really good as well.
A very, very nice one.
Yeah.
Onwards and upwards. And here we are. El Summit o Cerno. And have a look at them for views. You can just see the corner of Oban Airport down there. And that is Mull, the Isle of Mull, over in the distance there. And this very long thin strip just under the mountains, which stretches quite a long way along and finishes there, is the Isle of Lismore. We've been over to there. It's a stunning little place. And I'm not that clued up to know what all these ranges are in the background. I know that over there is Loch. I've been down to the top end of that before. That's stunning there, and Glen Etive. But not bad, eh?
Absolutely beautiful.
For a shortish climb.
Yeah, I would say if anyone's in the West Highlands and they want to do a little Bienn, a starter mountain, or you've got family with you, this is perfect.
Isn't it just? Excellent views. It took us about, what, an hour 40, an hour 45 to get up. And it's most spectacular. And it's not rained. Bargain. So we are making our way down. And a lovely little summit that was, wasn't it?
It's lovely, yeah. Nice stretch of the legs.
And the views all the way down are just brilliant.
They are. They're really breathtaking. The
Yeah.
Highlands is so beautiful.
And look at that, just perfectly timed. You can see that stretch of beach there. Where are we? There is Trolley Bay. That's what we're right next to. Lovely little beach. Never anybody on it. Really, really quiet. But really nice. So we're dodging the midges a little bit. They've started to make themselves known.
Found us.
But yeah, heading on down for something to eat and a shower, and a bit of a chill, perhaps a wee whiskey, and then early to bed. And I think we've got a day tomorrow. We're going to head over to Glasdrum Nature Reserve, which is nice.
Yeah, we'll have a little look at that. Maybe go up to Stalker View.
Yeah, Stalker View Castle, or Stalker View Castle Cafe overlooking the castle. And enjoy some sights and sounds there.
And considering now that the weather's got a little bit better, a wild camp, aren't we?
Yeah.
We brought the tent just in case.
We've brought tent and sleeping bags, so we might give up our luxury, lovely lodge for a night and go and sleep on the shores of a loch somewhere.
And get a room with a view with something like this.
But with the right to roam round here and the ability to wild camp anywhere, it'd be rude not to.
Yeah. if the weather holds.
Yeah, but it's looking like it will, so fingers crossed. Might be a wild camping on the cards. So we're going to head on down, get some chum and a shower, and we'll probably catch up tomorrow. So we'll see you when we see you, probably somewhere around Glasdrum. Until tomorrow. There's Kai looking highly intelligent, aren't you? And we're up and out over to Glasdrum Nature Reserve today, which is very nice. Aren't we, Kai? You gonna come say hello to all the viewers? He's on another adventure today, aren't you, Kai? I'm having a little walk around the nature trail. And very muggy, not so sunny today, but very muggy, isn't it? Very warm. And you can see some of the bends in the background there. Some high mountains over the other side of the loch. So we're going to have a poodle around the nature reserve, which is nice. And then head on to, what do we think that is, Loch Linnhe? Down there? What do you think, Kai? Kai's come to tell us, what do you think? Is it Loch Linnhe? Kai says it's Loch Linnhe, we'll go with that. So we're going to have a mooch down there afterwards. And
No.
Kai's trying to eat something he shouldn't, just for a change. Yeah, so we're going to have a mooch round here and then head on down to the banks of the loch and have a look at the mountains on the other side, I think. What do you think, Kai? You go with that, yeah? Kai says it's a goer. Moved on from Glasdrum and the lovely nature walk there. That was a really nice little yomp through the woods, and we dropped down into Port Appin and stopped by Castle Stalker. Took a couple of pics there, and we were hungry, so we've come back for a bite to eat, the Creran Inn. You see Shad up there, and the views from this place are pretty darn good, it has to be said, overlooking the loch. So we've got an 8-ounce classic Argyle burger on the way to eat with that as a view. And I think once we've had this, we're gonna, if the weather holds, which it's looking like it's going to, we're gonna pop back to the ranch, pack up some kit and head out for a wild camp, hopefully. Well then, I'm full of 8-ounce Argyle burger, which was amazing.
I had haddock and chips, fit to bear.
Yeah, quality meal. And the weather is holding fairly well.
Yeah, it looks quite nice.
So we've packed our kit up and headed down onto the shores of Loch Creran, and we're now kind of battling through some undergrowth. As you can see behind us here, it's quite thick and quite dense. But we've got a view of the loch over there, so we're going to head a bit further around this bit of headland and see what we can find in the way of a wild camp spot.
Looks like that might be a nice pitch up there.
Yeah, because it looks like a nice night. The weather forecast for tomorrow morning looks good, so we'll take the opportunity while we can. So yeah, we're going to crack on a bit further that way, sort of round there, and see if we can find a good speck. So we'll hopefully catch up at Camp Loch. So we've been hacking on through the undergrowth, which is pretty deep, and we've come to this little section on the path with that as a view. Right out onto Loch, and you can just see the sun reflecting on the water there. Lovely little view, and just behind the path I've just flattened this little section of ferns here. Always good to have some flattened ferns, like an extra mattress underneath. I know it doesn't look like much, but that'll be home for the night. What do you reckon?
Pretty damn good, isn't it?
Not bad. Very still, very calm. We're just hoping the midges don't come out. That's the we've got smidge and head nets and all the rest of it, but we'll see. But I think we're going to sit and have a bit of a chill and admire the scenery. What do you reckon?
Amazing.
Not bad at all. Well, I'm sure there's many that would say we were mad.
Paying for a lodge.
We were just talking about having paid money to stay in this very nice lodge that we're staying in, and then grabbing a tent and some sleeping bags and going for a walk and sleeping at the side of a loch. But when you've got views like that and a night like this...
You know how much extra do you pay in a hotel for a sea view? And look at that.
This is about one of the best sea views I've ever seen.
I think this is one of the best pictures we've had.
Yeah, it's hard to make out, but that sky over there, I think that's Mull around here, and it's got a really strong pink hue to the sky. It looks absolutely incredible. I don't know whether the camera will pick that up, but such a calm night as well, really still, no wind. Not too many midges either so far.
They're staying away.
We've got the old skin so soft on. There's the odd few around, but not too bad. But we're just soaking up the atmosphere. Cheeky little beer here and there.
Just relaxing.
And just enjoying it, listening to the sounds of the waves lapping in on the rocks, which is really nice.
This little beach just below us is just lovely.
It's a tiny, tiny little beach, but just super relaxing. Yeah, just really, really chilled out, isn't it?
Nothing like it, is there?
No, it's fab. Good for the noggin. And light is beginning to fade, so we're going to wait till it fades a little bit more and then get the tent up. When it's going dark, about what? Eight, half eight these days. So yeah, we've not got too much longer. But it's that kind of magic hour now where light started to fade and colours change and stuff. It's really nice, isn't it?
It's beautiful.
So we're going to listen to nature's soundtrack and watch nature's TV and have a nice chill.
Okay, so camp is set up.
Right, have a look at that.
There's our little baby.
Ready to rock. And it hath gone dark.
It has.
But what a beautiful night. So
Beautiful
calm,
night,
so
still, tranquil. Just sat looking over at the water.
It's still really quite warm, isn't it?
Yeah, really quite mild. Probably warmer than the one we did in the lakes.
Yeah, definitely warmer.
At this time when it goes dark.
I mean, you can see breath, but it doesn't feel cold at all, does it?
No. Beautiful.
So I've got a nice can of milk stout there to tuck into. I think we're going to be in bed quite early. It's 8:30 now. It's gone dark.
It's quite nice though, isn't it?
Makes you get a bit better night's sleep, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
But what a perfect setting.
Yeah.
Some
Stunning.
awesome wild camps on the trot.
Yeah.
What can you say?
Very lucky after
Yeah.
2020 and lockdown and everything to have had this.
And yet, little tent here ready to go. Nestled in the ferns.
Very well camouflaged apart from the reflecty strips, but that's only because we've got the light on it.
So we'll check in again before bed. We're going to have a bit of a chill and a sup.
We are. It's a little Christmas tree.
Well,
We look like something out of Goosebumps.
it's tent time. We've had a lovely, lovely night, haven't we? Just chilling out on the headland. And
Perfect, Jen. It's so quiet here. I can't even hear the waves crashing, can you?
it's so peaceful. But yeah, it's time for Bobos, and we've got a really, really calm night. No wind at all, really warm. So expecting a good night's kip.
It's only really early as well. It's like
I
10
know,
o'clock.
But you know,
Well, it feels like bedtime.
we're going to
So.
have a good night's kip in. So yeah, had an excellent night, proper good little wild camp on the cards, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get a good night's kip as well. So unless anything magical or tragical happens, we shall see you on the morrow. Night night, y'all. Morning, G Lampers. It's looking like a lovely morning. Slept like a log again. 7:30 we've woke up, which is a very late wake for us normally. So I'm going to venture on outside. Shell's already out there, and see what's going on out there. So right there is a little seal who's come to see us. Don't know if you can make it out on the camera, but he's popping his head up, having a little look around and then disappearing again. But we were looking for them last night. We know we've seen them here before many times, but we couldn't see any last night. But that's the first one we've seen this trip. He's having a little look. A bit of a cloudy morning, but pretty nice. He's still having a little look around there. Oh, there he goes. Gone. How about that, eh? Morning greeting from a Ardmucknish seal. So I think we're going to have, we've brought some biscuits and some Fanta down here for breakfast, so I think that's going to be next up. Oh, he's back again. There he is. Maybe he's after some biscuits and some Fanta. No, he's gone again. We're going to do a bit of seal watching, I think, and have some biscuits and Fanta. Well, we've just been sitting having our Madeiran biscuits and a twirl and some Fanta each, haven't we? Wild camp breakfast of kings. We've got a little tiny bit of mizzle in the air, but nothing major.
It's keeping the midges at bay.
Yeah, that's true. But lovely experience. Really calm night. Slept really well.
I had one of the best night's sleep I've had while camping.
Both slept for ages. And yeah, tiny bit of mizzle in the air, but again, no wind at all. Just a dead calm morning. Bit of cloud around, but I'll take that. Yeah, so we've just been looking down on that little stretch of beach there. I was just saying how nice it'd be in the sunshine to be lying down there. Next time maybe. But we have squared away camp. You can see we're all packed up and ready to go there. Wet tent in a carrier bag, ready to dry out. And that is where we were. So, as Hazy always says, leave no trace. Not a thing there. And I think we are going to head back to the ranch and maybe get a proper breakfast. I might get a bacon sarnie.
Inverawe roast salmon and eggs for me, I think.
Good shout, yeah. And I think as Scotland goes, we're going to split it into a few parts, and we're going to make this the end of part 1. So we'll be signing off from here for a part 1, but be sure to join us in a part 2, wherever wherever that might take us and whatever we may be doing.
We've got some more to come.
Yeah, we're not even halfway through the week, so join us again in part 2. We'll catch up with you soon. Ta-ta from Wild Camp. Boom.